guys. I don't know if you can hear me. I am trying to understand. Oh, we are live. Okay. Hi, everybody. Hi, everyone, and welcome to another Fruity Cooking with Lisa live stream. In this episode, we are surprising you with a special and delicious recipe. Today, I will show you how to prepare a delicious plant-based curry in the amazing 𝗖𝗵𝗶𝗆. At the same time, I will show you and give you the instructions on how to cook rice in the amazing 𝗖𝗵𝗶𝗆. And we are going to serve this delicious dish with falafels, of course, that we are going to create with the help of the 𝗖𝗛𝗥𝗏𝗍 blender by Fruity. And lastly, we are going to create a 𝗀𝗶𝗰𝗲 dessert that we are going to make also with the 𝗖𝗛𝗥𝗏𝗍. Stay tuned until the end of the live stream because we have a discount code for you that you can use on any of our products at fruity.com.au. So I think you can see the new location. I moved recently on the weekend into a new apartment, so everything is still a bit of a mess, but we'll make it work. Okay, so I'm gonna start with telling you guys what ingredients we are gonna need today. For the curry, you're gonna need 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 chopped onion that I have here, 1 clove of garlic, 1 tablespoon of Garam Masala. I have all of my spices here, half teaspoon of cumin, half teaspoon of coriander powder, half teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 2 cans of chickpeas, 400 milliliters of chopped tomatoes. You can even use the canned ones. 4 milliliters of coconut milk, 1 tablespoon of coconut sugar, sea salt and black pepper to taste. Then for the next recipes, for the falafels, you will need 1 cup of chopped onions, half cup of fresh cilantro. I'm using dried one today. You can even use dried cilantro, is fine. Half cup of fresh or dry parsley, 4 cloves of garlic, 2 cups of cauliflower that I have right here with a zucchini that I chopped, 1 small zucchini, 2 tablespoons of cumin, 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder, half teaspoon of turmeric, half cup of almond flour. You can even use chickpea flour if you don't want to use almond flour, 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds with mixed water. Let me fix something, sorry. Then for the falafels, sea salt and black pepper to taste, and some oil of your preference to fry the falafels in, or you can even bake them in the oven if you prefer, if you want to do oil-free. Then for the raw dessert bounty, you're gonna need 1.5 cup of desiccated coconut that I have here, some dark chocolate that I already melted in the pot, half cup of coconut milk, and we're going to use the fat part, and 1/4 cup of maple syrup that I have right here. So after I told you all of the ingredients, I am going to start by making the curry in the 𝗖𝗵𝗶𝗆. Don't forget, guys, that we are going to post these videos as every live stream that we do on YouTube, so you are free to go back and check if you missed any ingredients or any step. Don't worry, because you can watch it back at Fruity TV on YouTube. So, and also our team is ready to help on the chat if you have any questions regarding the appliances or any recipes or any suggestions of anything that you would like to see. Our team is on the chat ready to respond to you. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna show you. This is the cooking jug that comes with the 𝗖𝗶𝗁𝗍. I'm gonna place it onto the 𝗖𝗶𝗁𝗍. So you hear the noise. Once you place the jug on, the machine will automatically turn on. In the cooking jug, you will have a steam basket that is super cute, where you can cook rice and vegetables, and I'm going to show you in a minute how to cook rice. But first, I am going to throw all of the ingredients for our curry into the 𝗖𝗶𝗁𝗍, because we are going to cook the curry into the 𝗖𝗶𝗁𝗍. So I'm going to throw the onions into the 𝗖𝗶𝗁𝗍, onions in, the garlic, olive oil first. I should have put the olive oil at the beginning, but it's okay. Olive oil. You know that I do everything like eyeballing, and for the correct measurements, you will have the recipe, the correct recipe listed in the description of the YouTube videos. Garlic, and then all of our spices, the curry, the oh my god, this is written in Italian, the turmeric, and in Italian we say curcuma. What a weird name. Then we have the coriander, the dry coriander that I'm using, the cumin, some cumin. I'm gonna throw in the tomatoes. So all of the ingredients for the curry you want to throw in. The coconut milk. There we go. Coconut milk. The cayenne. We have the cayenne pepper, like that. And the chickpeas. I'm gonna do 1 can because otherwise it's gonna be too much. But the original recipe is with two cans. Then what else? Turmeric, coconut milk, 1 teaspoon of coconut sugar. Oh my god, I love coconut sugar. Who else loves coconut sugar? I think it's a great and healthy alternative to just normal sugar. Also date sugar, it's really good. Sea salt and pepper, of course. Some pepper, I'm using white pepper. And some pink Himalayan salt. I am going to add some water also for the curry to cook, a little bit more of the coconut milk, and a little bit more of the curry. Okay, so your whole house will smell like curry. So get ready. Okay, now I'm going to place the lid on top, the cooking lid, and I am going to go ahead with the function steam. Or you know what? You can even do chunky soup, but actually I'm gonna start with steam, and then I'm gonna change it if I want to change it. So I'm gonna press on the menu until I arrive to the function steam. I'm gonna adjust the time. With the time button, 20, and then I'm gonna press on, and then you can always adjust later if you wanna cook less or cook more. You can always change it. Now that the curry is cooking, I am going to explain to you how to cook the rice. I already pre-made the curry this morning, and also the rice, because the cooking time is a little bit longer and I'm not sure if I can show you the final product. So that's why I pre-made the curry. So I'm going to show it to you. So this is the steaming basket here, and I have here 1 cup of rice. So I'm going to just place the rice into the steaming basket. So when you cook when you cook the rice, what you want to do, you want to put the amount that you desire into the steaming basket. Then you want to place the steaming basket into the cooking jug, and you want to cover with water just on top of the rice. You don't want to put less water or more water, just go slightly on top of the rice. Place it in the jug. The instructions here, so this is the manual for the 𝗀𝗲𝗍𝗍, and here it says that when you cook rice, you want to put at least, no, actually it doesn't say the water. 20 minutes it's gonna take to cook the rice. It doesn't say the water because I just said that you should cover the rice until just slightly on top. So all you have to do, put the steaming basket into the jug, add the water, make sure that it's a little bit on top of the rice, and press the steaming function. You can even do it with your voice because the 𝗖𝗵𝗍𝗘𝗔 does have voice function. So you just say, hey 𝗀𝗲𝗍𝗍, make my steam. Make steam, actually that's the right voice function. And 𝗀𝗲𝗍𝗍𝗍, the 𝗖𝗵𝗍𝗍 is gonna cook the rice for you in no time and super easy. You can leave and do whatever you have to do, and the 𝗖𝗵𝗍𝗍 will do the work for you. So that's amazing. Now that the curry is cooking, and I did explain to you how to cook the rice, which is super duper easy, I'm gonna go ahead and do the falafels in my 𝗖𝗵𝗍𝗃𝗃. So 9200 So I'm going to place the ingredients because the 9200 is also used as a food processor. So I just cut the zucchini, like chopped my zucchini. You don't need to cut them a lot because the blender will do the work for you. Then I'm going to, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I changed my mind because I want to start with the cauliflower. So I'm going to place the cauliflower in here and use the, so you can see, I don't know if you can see, but the 𝗖𝗵𝗍𝗍 is cooking and it's getting hot, warm already. And it takes no time to get to the temperature, the desired temperature. Okay, so I am going to pause the cauliflower in order to break it down. Then I'm going to add the zucchini with the spices. So I'm using the pause function. If you want, you can use the help of the temper tool. This is the temper tool, and it does come with the 9200A, and this will help you to make sure that the ingredients are blending and nothing gets stuck, or if you need to move the ingredients. So I'm going to press the slow function now. And making sure that everything gets blended. And as you can see, you can even make, with this technique, you can make cauliflower rice, which one day I for sure want to make. There's one more piece there. I'm going to make sure that it's blended. There we go. And I'm going to show you how this should look like this. So this is what you will have. Now that the cauliflower is blended, I'm going to go ahead and add the zucchini. It already does smell like curry. Go ahead and place the zucchini and using the pause function. Actually, the slow, and I'm going to press it down with my temper tool. Moving on to the medium function. So I'm going to move around the ingredients a little bit because the zucchini tends to get stuck, especially if you don't have a lot of ingredients in the blender. They can, it can be a little bit more hard to blend, but thank God we have the temper tool, which will help us. So when you're using the temper tool, you always want to make sure that you go from the side, pushing down. Just making sure that everything is blended nicely. I hope everybody's well. I hope you guys are well. And I hope you guys have good weather, but I know that you do because you are in Australia and right now it's summer. Today it's extremely, extremely cold here and it's actually 10 in the morning. Okay, give it another blend on the medium function. It's only taking a little while because, as I said before, I don't have a lot of ingredients in the blender, so it tends to get stuck. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my bowl, because now after you're done with the blending of the zucchini and the cauliflower, we are going to put everything into a bowl, and then mix it with the dry ingredients. So give me a second and I will show you. So this is the spatula and it's super helpful to get your mixture out of the blender, and this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to show you the consistency in a second. And soon, oh my god, it does smell like curry, because the 𝗿𝗵𝗿𝗏 is cooking, super cooking. You can see the steam is coming out. Also, guys, join us on Facebook. We have an amazing support group on Facebook where you can share recipes, thoughts, ideas, how you like it, how you like your new blenders and appliances from 𝗀𝗏𝗍. And we have an amazing support group, so make sure that you join us on Facebook. Okay, so now I remove the cauliflower. I left in the zucchini and I'm going to give it another blend. There you go, done. Not even 2 seconds. And the zucchini are done. So now I'm transferring everything to my bowl. And zucchini and cauliflower do have a lot of water inside, so that's why we're going to mix everything with some almond flour. I also have some chickpea flour here, which is not in the original recipe, but you can always use chickpea flour. Since I did a chickpea curry, I didn't want to do too much chickpeas, so that's why I substitute chickpea flour for almond flour, but if you want to use it, you are free to use it. So this is the consistency. This is the zucchini and cauliflower blended. So what we're going to do now, we are going to add all of our spices and dry ingredients into the bowl. So for the falafels, we have some cilantro. I'm gonna add like this. Cilantro, the parsley as well. Then this is the flaxseed that I mixed with some water. I want to come close to show you the consistency. So the flax seeds mixed with some water, it should be like an egg substitute. So you want to add that in. gonna give a nice consistency. Once I have that, the chili, I mixed the chili, 1/4 teaspoon of chili powder. Then we have some turmeric, and now we are ready after we did all of our spices. Turmeric. I'm gonna do some salt, pink Himalayan salt, and pepper, like that. Now, actually, guys, what am I doing? I forgot to blend the onions with the garlic. So onions and garlic going in. This is going out of the way. Out of the way. Now I'm gonna give a super quick blend with a medium function. Perfecto. Now I'm going to add the onion and the garlic with my spatula. This spatula makes everything easier because it allows you to go in all the corners of your blender without wasting anything. There we go. Don't forget that at the end of the live stream, you will have access to a discount code that you can use on any of our products at 𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗿𝗆. So that is done. I'm gonna put this tub here because I think I'm not gonna need it. Okay. You can see my mess in the kitchen, right? Because I am messy in the kitchen, but then I clean up, which is a good thing. You can see that the bowl is steaming, and yes, it's steaming. It's super hot, so be careful if you're cooking to don't touch the glass because it's super duper hot. Mixing everything now. Here I have all of the ingredients. I'm gonna mix everything. So you can see the onions and garlic blended with the 9200A, with the zucchini and the cauliflower. Now, as I said before, I already pre-made this morning the falafels, and they're right there, and I cannot wait to show it to you because they are so yummy. Also, this recipe is low carb. It's low carb and it's super healthy. If you're using chickpea flour, it's high protein as well, which is really good. So now I'm gonna go ahead with the almond flour, and all the quantities, as I said before, they're gonna be listed in the description in the YouTube video on 𝗀𝗏𝗃𝗿𝗆 TV on YouTube. And now I'm gonna mix everything all together until you get a nice consistency, not too wet and not too dry. I'm gonna show you in a second how you want the consistency to be. You can always adjust the recipe. If it's too wet, you can add some almond flour, and if it's too dry, you can add a little bit more of the cauliflower and zucchini. So I'm gonna add a little bit more of almond flour because my mixture is too wet. There we go. So I moved a little bit out from Venice. I'm still like 20 minutes from Venice, but I'm a little bit out, and actually here the winter is almost over. There's like one more month of winter. I cannot wait for summer. I cannot wait. Like, guys, you have no idea how much I hate winter. And this is one of the reasons why I'm usually never in Italy. I'm always chasing the sun and the ocean and the sand and the beach. I'm a beach girl. I cannot go to the to cold places or the mountain. Here is a thing to go skiing and to the mountains, but not for me. So this is the consistency. This is the consistency that you want your falafels to be like. So then we're gonna shape it into nice little falafels. You can choose how big or small you want them. And we are going to place the falafels. So as I said before, you can cook them either in the oven if you want the oil-free option, or with some vegetable oil, olive oil, whatever you want to use. You can cook them in a pan. I chose to cook mine in a pan because I prefer with a little bit of olive oil for some crispiness. So now I'm making one more. I'm gonna make 3 or 4 just to show you how they're gonna look. And then I'm gonna show you the final results of my falafels that I cooked this morning for this live stream. I love making live streams, and I love my job. I'm so happy and grateful for this. Okay, so now we have 3. Actually, I'm gonna make one more. I'm gonna show you how they look. I love falafels. Actually, yesterday I got a falafel kebab, and it was so delicious. Let me wash my hands. Here we go. Okay, so this is how the falafels should look like. Like you saw how incredibly easy and quick, with the help of the 9200A, we just blended the ingredients, put it in a bowl, add the dry ingredients, and shape it like that. And now they are ready to cook, and I'm gonna show you the final results. So I kind of burned, not burned, but I like my falafels crispy. So they look a little bit dark, but they are so delicious. Let me show you this one. So this is how they're gonna look. And roughly, if you're cooking them on a pan, they will take maybe 10 minutes each side, even less. In the oven, maybe they would take a little bit longer, 200 degrees Celsius at 180 or 200. And this is how they look. And oh my God, they smell amazing. You have to try this recipe. And they go amazing with rice and curry. So let's see where our curry is at. Because as you can see, it's cooking here. But as I said before, I had my curry ready. So I'm going to plate it up and show you how it looks with the falafels and with the rice that I also pre-made. Ouch, that's hot. The steam here is no joke. It's hot. Okay, so let me plate up. I already cooked my rice in the Evolve this morning with a steaming basket. Super easy, 20 minutes, and you have your rice done. Let me get a spoon. And I am barefoot, if you guys are interested and if you want to know, because I love to walk barefoot in my house. Okay, so I'm making the plate. I made some basmati rice this morning. Put the rice in like that. So the rice is on the plate. I'm going to show you the plate in a second. I'm going to do rice, and then I'm going to do the curry. So this curry that you see in here in the Evolve, this is the final results. Like, look at this. This is so yummy. My whole house smells like curry, and it's plant-based, it's low-fat, it's high protein because of the chickpeas, and it has a lot of vegetables, so it's the perfect dish. So I'm gonna put the rest of the curry here. We have the rice. We have the rice already, and now I'm going to place the falafels, but I'm gonna do this Okay, so are you guys ready? This is the curry that we just made. Actually, it's the one that I made this morning. What can I use if I don't have basmati rice? Hey guys, you can use any kind of rice, even I don't know if it's a name. We have so many kinds of rice, but any kind of rice is good. You can even make cauliflower rice. You can make wild rice. Any rice of your preference would be good. So this is the curry, this is the rice, and now I'm going to place the falafels right here. 1, 2, and 3. And there you have your curry, rice, and falafels. How amazing is this? And smells like you are in an Indian restaurant. I swear, you have to try this. So good. So good. So I really hope you guys gonna try this recipe because it's amazing. And now we're gonna move on to we are going to move on to our raw bounty bars that I pre-made as well this morning. So let me put everything on the side. I'm gonna save the curry for lunch because I'm gonna have that for lunch, that's for sure. Now I have my spare jug here for the 9200A. If you guys are interested in buying any spare jugs, you can on our website at 𝗀𝗵𝗃𝗘𝗿. So all of the ingredients for the bounty, which is 1.5 cup of desiccated coconut. Let me get a cup. Oh, this is hot. Let me turn that off. Okay, so I have 2 curries now. I'm going to use this. So we said 1.5 cup of desiccated coconut. Oopsie. A little bit more, but it's okay. Coconut. So we're gonna just throw in all of the ingredients in the blender. The coconut milk, the fat part. If you have the canned coconut milk, you wanna use the fat part. I have this, so what I did is I'm gonna use a little bit of this with some coconut oil that I have here melted coconut oil, and when you put it in the freezer, the coconut oil is gonna harden up, so it's the same thing, kind of the same thing. Then we have, oh my god, our maple syrup. I love maple syrup. Maple syrup. You can add a little bit of vanilla if you want to. It's not in the recipe, but I'm gonna add a little bit of vanilla because I love vanilla. I think you guys could tell from my previous live streams. I always add a lot of vanilla. Then we have our dark chocolate that is already there. The coconut, I put everything in here, so I'm just gonna blend it super quick. Blend that. And now I am going to use, I'm gonna wash my spatula, and I'm gonna use the spatula to push all of the ingredients down. So I'm gonna open the lid because the coconut tends to go on the sides of the blender. So I'm just gonna scrape down the sides. This is amazing for scraping and getting out all of the product, so no waste. Close it and give it another blend on medium. That's all it took. Now I'm gonna get my container, which is here. Container for, wow, it smells so good. Getting my spatula, and so the consistency, I'm gonna show you how it looks. The consistency is kind of like wet coconut, that it's gonna feel like wet coconut once you looking delicious. Andrea. Hey Andrea, thank you. So I'm gonna put the coconut, the mixture that we just blended in the 9200A into a small bowl, and we just literally throw all the ingredients into the blender, blend it, and you already are at half of your raw bounty. And this takes no time as well. So now I am going to, so this is the consistency of the bounty. Consistent, and it smells so good. Okay, I'm gonna get a spoon here. Guys, I have a lot of food here today. We're gonna do a feast. Getting my plate. Yes, you can see. I'm gonna show you in a second. Then what you want to do, you want to squeeze, you want to get some bounty mixture into your hand and squeeze it. It's not going to be so firm because you need to put it in the freezer. So you want to be careful in this process, and you want to make sure you gently squeeze the bounty mixture into your hand and make like a little, I don't know even how to call this, a little ball, a little square. You can even make bounty balls if you don't want to make squares. I chose to make mine more like closer to the bounty shape. And even if they break a little bit when you put them on the plate, don't worry, because then we're gonna put over the melted chocolate. I'm gonna show you those two. The melted chocolate, and then we're gonna pop them in the freezer. We're gonna pop them in the freezer, and that's where the magic happens, because everything, all of the ingredients will harden up, and then you have your bounty ready. Let me wash my hands first. And did you know that coconut is an amazing scrub? When I need to do like a body scrub or a scrub for my face, I always use coconut, like desiccated coconut. I mix it with some, I don't know, hemp oil or jojoba oil, and I just rub my face, and it feels so good. Try it because it's amazing. I love desiccated coconut for skincare. So now we have our two little bounties here that need to be covered with chocolate. I'm going to show you how they look first before I cover them with chocolate. So there are two small, tiny bounties. You can make, as I said before, any shape that you prefer. You are free to choose because you are the creator of this, and you can make it however you want. So here I have some melted chocolate. You can use any kind of chocolate. I am using dark chocolate because I like dark chocolate, and I think it's a healthier option. There we go. This curry smells so good. I also want to show you, before I do this, once you're done with your soup or your steaming rice or curry or whatever you are cooking in the 𝗀𝗏𝗏, you want to make sure that first you remove the small lid and stay away from the machine, because a lot of steam can get out and it's hot. So be careful. You will see the steam coming out probably. Yes. So you want to remove the small lid first, and then you can remove the big lid like that. And this is steaming curry, almost ready. I will cook it for another 10 minutes, but I did it already this morning and it's so good. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you the chocolate pouring. The chocolate. So I know already that I'm gonna make a mess as usual. Oh my god, guys. Okay. So the chocolate is going on top like that. And what I did with my other bounties that I'm gonna show you in a second because I pre-made them as well. Like that. You wanna make sure that they are covered, all covered. And then, so this is bounty number 1. And then you want to pop them in the freezer for like 5 minutes. And then you want to put another coat of chocolate and pop them in the freezer, and then they are done. And it took like less than 10 minutes to do this. So all of the recipes that we create are super easy, and with the blenders from 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, it's so easy because literally you throw everything into the blender, you mix it, and the recipe is done. And when I first went plant-based, I used my blender so much every day. Even now I use it every day because I love cooking, and my blender. And also the 𝗖𝗵𝗏𝗏𝗏, what I love about the 𝗖𝗵𝗏𝗏𝗏, I'm going to tell you in a second. So this is the mess. You can even put some parchment paper on the bottom if you prefer. So now I'm going to pop this in the freezer, and I'm going to show you how, actually I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to show you how the bounty looks. So I just went to my freezer and I got the bounty, and this is the final result. This is the final result of the bounty. Hey guys! So this is the raw bounty, and I'm gonna cut it for you, and I'm gonna show you how it looks on the inside. So one note that I really want to say about the 𝗖𝗵𝗏𝗏𝗏 that I personally love is that if you are a student, I know that sometimes when you are at uni, in some universities, they don't have a kitchen. So people, when they would go and sleep on campus, they wouldn't have a kitchen, and or any kind of situations that you have. You know, for my work, I travel a lot, and I did travel all over the world. And a lot of times I used to live with people where I didn't feel comfortable sharing the kitchen. And this 𝗖𝗵𝗏𝗏𝗏 here is a portable kitchen because you can do everything from boiling water, steaming rice. I also steam quinoa. I try to steam quinoa, and it's amazing. You can make anything here. Soup, you can make smoothies, you can make nut butter, you can make ice cream, sorbet, you can make flowers, anything. So this here, right here, is a portable kitchen, and it has a vacuum function as well. So it will come with 2 jugs. The second jug, which is the blending jug, it has a vacuum function. So if you're making smoothies, or even last time in one of our streams we made guacamole, if you're making guacamole and you don't want it to go brown, the 𝗖𝗵𝗏𝗏𝗏 has a steaming function. So I'm trying to cut the bounty, but this stuff, it's hard because it's been in the freezer for a while, but I was able to cut it to show you how it looks like. Okay, so let me show you. So this is how the bounty will look on the inside. It does look like a little bowl, but you can make any shape that you like. I went with this shape, which is more close to the bounty shape. And I'm gonna eat this as dessert. So let me show you again the 2 final dishes. The first one is our exotic curry with the falafels. Also, guys, soon you will have access to the discount code because the live stream is almost over. So it should appear right now on the bottom. I'm going to tell you what it is. falafels with the steamed rice with the 𝗀𝗏𝗏 and the curry with the 𝗀𝗏𝗏 that we made. The falafels we made with the 9200A, so the live code is live8. With this code, you can go on 𝗀𝗏𝗏𝗃𝗿𝗄 and have access to the discount on any of our products. And let us know if you guys try this recipe, if you like it, what you want to see. And then we have the bounty. So we made these two dishes today, super quick, super easy, and most important, super healthy. So let us know if you guys tried it, if you like it. And thank you so much for being with us. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next live stream. Bye.